Good afternoon, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. It is Friday lunchtime. Come on, we've nearly made it. I'm just heading out for a lunchtime run, but before I do so, I thought I'd just show you a couple of things I've received in the post. So, these are both from Nick at NRG Chain. So, those that have been around for a while will know that Nick is my chain partner. I don't think he wants to be my partner, but he does support me and the channel, so whatever. These are some ceramic bearing jockey wheels. I know I showed these a couple of weeks ago. I had the black ones. Liz has got the purple ones on her bike. I basically swapped the black ones for some gold ones because I think they're a bit more bling. I know it's a bit obnoxious sometimes. The black ones do look smart, but for me, I do prefer them in this colour, but also if I'm trying to think about representing a brand, like being able to notice the product is a big thing, isn't it? So the fact they look a different colour I think is more beneficial. And he's also re-waxed 2 chains for me, and he's also reused the same box that I sent to him and sent me the photos of the cat hairs that were in the box that I sent to him. Sorry, Nick. Those chains, I've used those. The TT bike chain has been re-waxed 3 or 4 times, and my crit bike chain has been probably 5 or 6 times. Like, it's just like the miles rack up on them. Obviously, he checks them on the phone. He checks them at each point to see if they need replacing, and they don't. So these YBN chains really do last a long time. I'm sorry if this is messy behind me, but this is the angle I've gone for. Anyway, let's get out for a run. Bit of a session today. Anyway, time to do some training. And the weather is absolutely lovely today. This isn't a weather report channel, but it is relevant because that means I can just wear shorts and t-shirt and go for a nice run. I'm still wearing a base layer, but if I'm honest, the main reason for this, it keeps the stomach a bit more in check. No, it's not that warm, so just a thin base layer t-shirt. I'll come to the session in a minute because we've got a couple of things to talk about. What have we got to talk about? Thank you to those who checked out yesterday's video, which was the new Easy Disc product. If you haven't seen that video already, please do flip back yesterday. I really enjoyed putting that one together. Fingers crossed Clint sells about 1 million of them and then takes me on a fabulous holiday. I can't remember what else I was going to say, but anyway, let's talk about the run. So today's session is 2 miles steady warm-up, what I'm doing now, and then a 5k tempo. I know those are 2 different measurements. Matt set me 3k warm-up and 5k tempo. I work in miles, so I know 5k is 3.1 miles. I don't know what 3k is. It's nearly 2 miles, so I'm just going to do 2 miles warm-up and then 3.1 tempo. Now, for a while, I've been sort of saying, oh, I can't really run at target paces. I just run perceived effort because it's hilly. And that was okay for a little while, but I spent a bit of time, you know, learning what those paces are going to be for different efforts. So even though I've got hilly running routes, you know, I've figured out now roughly what pace I can run at different effort levels. So today's run is going to be a tempo effort, and the target pace is 7 minutes 40 per mile. 1 mile might be faster, 1 mile might be slower, but the average pace I'm aiming for is 7:40. So let's get cracking, and I'll see you afterwards. Whew. I know what I was going to say now. I was going to say yesterday I had a rest day, so I should be feeling good today, but I probably didn't back myself. But I did feel good because I did have a full rest day yesterday. A bit of life and a bit of feeling tired, so it felt quite well. Doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday quite hard, Thursday rest, and then hopefully Friday, Saturday, Sunday quite hard. So today's run, on the wrong screen now, but let's have a look. 5.7 miles, 45.5 minutes, average pace just under 8-minute miling, but the 5k segment I did it in 22:45. That's about 7.5 minutes per mile, isn't it? Something like that. I'm happy with that. That felt good. My heart rate was probably a fair bit higher than tempo, but I felt like I could have pushed on a bit harder if I wanted to. When I'm fresh, my heart rate is a bit higher, so that's a good run. That encouraging. I know a few years ago I'd run 5k a fair bit quicker than that, but it doesn't matter. You can only control now and the future. So yeah. It's forecast to heavy rain later on today, so I don't think we're going to get out on the club chain gang, but I'm going to do something on Zwift. So I'll see you in the whatever I call it, wattage cottage later. Okay, good evening. The weather is doing this, drizzling, so I'm not going out on the chain. In fact, the chain gang isn't really happening, so it's not like I'm missing it. People aren't going. See that little Todger sat over there in that little chicken hut? Elizabeth, that cat, he looks really cute, doesn't he? But he's actually in big trouble, isn't he?
He is, yes.
What has he been doing this week? For no apparent reason, we thought we had him trained.
Started chasing the chickens, separating them off from each other and attacking them.
I mean, I can see the thought process. He like separates the oldest one from the group, doesn't he? And then like corners her and like acts like he's gonna get her. So
he's had a couple of tellings off.
Like big, like I heard Liz shout. like she shouts at me. It was, what do you think you're doing? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he came sprinting upstairs to his dad because mum was shouting at him. Anyway, Liz just had tea. What was it?
We had vegan sausages, sweet potato fries, corn on the cob, and peas.
And was that what it should have been?
No, I got a bit mixed up. It was meant to be vegan hunter's chicken, but I got a bit mixed up with the menu, so just made it up as I went along.
One job. Oh yeah, isn't it? I've done all sorts today. Washing, bins emptied, washed the pots. I'm just a legend, aren't I?
Amazing.
Anyway, just watching Clash Miami, the women's race. That's nearly finished, actually. Ash Gentle's absolutely running away with it, literally. I'm just going to go get changed, get on the bike, hopefully try and catch some of the beginning of the men's race, and then we're going to sit in the living room and watch it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a bike ride to do first, so let's go and get the bike. There we go then, ride done and dusted. 222 watts, 119 beats a minute. Now I have got my lab test data back from the lab. I've read through it briefly. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to go through it with Coach Matt and talk about how I'm going to take some action with it before I share the information. But in order to sound a little bit more pro today, I did that session at LT1, just saying, or near LT1. Was it LT1? I don't even know. Anyway, I'll try and sound more pro in the days to come. You need to be very nice to your mother, Rupert, because I saw him chasing a chicken today as well. Need some more training. Anyway, that is it for today's video then. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please do hit the subscribe button down below. I'll see you tomorrow for the weekend. Getting out for a group run tomorrow morning, so I'll see you there.